Jesus. Are they putting on another 6-man? Are you shitting me?
You want to open the show?
Go ahead, Bottles.
Go ahead. Open the show.
Bottles, you can open the show, pal. Please, have at it.
I've had a bad day, pal. I had a bad night because you made me watch that wrestling abortion last night. The cure for insomnia is AEW wrestling, folks. I fell asleep at like 10 after 9 last night. It was so horrible. Good Lord almighty.
Here's a drink for the working man who stayed up and watched that shit. Here's to you. Welcome to Squared Circle Maniacs. I am Don Wayne, the neckbeard psychologist. To my right is Johnny Bottles.
I'm the neckbeard proctologist.
He is today. It's a shit show fest, pal. Let me tell you what. I didn't think it could get worse. It did. It got worse in a heartbeat. It was corny. It was terrible. Nothing about that show I watched last night is ever worth repeating again. This shit went nowhere fast. Thank you all for joining us. Super Chat's open. Woo, baby, what a shit show. And Raw wasn't much better. So I guess we'll start with that. You said you had a highlight from Raw. You wanted to get off your chest in a hurry. So go right ahead.
The highlight for Raw for me was the pay-per-view caliber main event we got.
Yeah.
Think about what we got. We got, if you want to call them the Vision, we got the Vision, which is the Bronze. I prefer to call them My Two Bronze. That's what they should call them. It could be a sitcom. My Two Bronze. And have Akira Tozawa be the little boy that they're raising. My Two Bronze. My Two Bronze took on CM Punk and LA Knight.
That's a great main event. That's a great
main event for any pay-per-view, man. For any pay-per-view, that is a great main event. And then you had Heyman in the mix. You had Rollins in the mix. You even had Jey Uso in the mix. And at the end of the show, everyone was fighting amongst themselves.
Right.
They announced there's going to be a 4-way main event for the heavyweight championship. Jey Uso, LA Knight, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins for that belt at the Clash in Paris. It's going to
be a good show.
Should be a good show. Should be monumental.
I can't wait.
Can't wait to see it. Love to see it. I don't know why they sandwiched Jey Uso in, but apparently he said that he never got his rematch.
Because he's soon going to be known.
He's going to be Uncle Jay. That's right.
Oh, but this main event. Out of the bag. Well, let's get to it because this main event happened because the scheduled main event of Naomi versus Io Sky had to get pushed to the back burner because the rumors are fluttering around that one Naomi may or may not be pregnant. She may be with child. Now, it's no secret. We've talked about it on this show several times. She's made no secret she is trying to start a family. She's mentioned it on the show, on air. Many times she's talked about this. So I swear, I hope she is. Good on her, man. I mean, if she is, good for her. You know what I mean? Like, I like to see people get happy. I'm glad she came back and she's had this amazing run her second time through. It's been so much better for her. They pushed her to the main event. The crazy psycho part she's been playing has been masterful. I thought she really, it really brought out the character of her person. Like, I think she's kind of that on the verge chick as it is. And this just really helped her open that door to say, here's what I'm really like. I'm batshit sometimes and I don't care.
Doing her best work, I think.
Yeah.
That she's ever done in this company.
Yeah. I also like the fact that LA Knight and CM Punk opened the show. CM Punk had a lot to say. LA Knight came down and pretty much said, hey, you've had shot after shot after shot at this. It's my turn. I get a shot now. You can't close a deal. I'm going to get it.
We've got Luigi Tron 51 for a 2-spot. Big Jim did proceed with caution. Big Jim.
Oh, I think he threw all caution to the wind, to be quite honest. Good for them, though. I'm not going to be mad. Again, good for them. I hope it's true. I hope she's going to have a very happy motherhood. But back to wrestling, I thought the open was great. CM Punk and LA Knight. It's that old school, we're going to have to get along in this match later. We talked about that used to be the old way McMahon would book matches with Steve Austin. It was a way to get your big star on the stage without having to have them do a whole lot because you can really you can really help each other in tag matches, right?
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy it.
Absolutely.
The other part that I'm not enjoying is the Sami Zayn push that's just not stopping. And Rusev might as well just walk around with a damn shirt on that says "Donkey for rent, beat me like a government mule."
I don't get why they would bring the man back, make him a heel, when he was beloved by the fans when he was Rusev Day. And he had a little schmuck walking around with him singing Rusev Day. The T-shirts sold like crazy. Vince was surprised by it, and he kept it going. And he was a babyface at the time, Rusev was, with those Rusev Day shirts.
Right.
And that whole gimmick.
I saw him live.
And now I don't know what's going on. I don't know what. I know it's a vanity program, him and Sheamus, because they're next door neighbors.
Yeah.
So they could just kick ideas all around. But it's got to stop sooner or later. Maybe form a tag team. Get together, be friends again, form a tag team. Who the hell knows? Sheamus is on his way out. He's just there to put guys over now.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what he's been doing.
He's
here
in the
lately.
twilight of his career, so to speak. But
get a big win here and there, keep him relevant. But again, that's why he's here. Is now it's time to start pushing some younger talent, right? I mean, that's sort of where we're
have to. And you've got a plethora of younger talent in NXT. That's got to come up. Some people have been there for 8 years.
Why is this taking so freaking long, man?
I don't know.
Moses.
You've got Kalani Jordan. You got Fallon Henley. You've got Zarya, Sol Ruka. The rumors going around is Sol Ruka. Who?
It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's the guy that's got to come up.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Bring his big ass up.
Black Lesnar.
I want to see. I want to see
Black Lesnar.
That was Bobby. Nope. You called Bobby Lashley that. You can't use it twice.
I did call him.
Got to get a new one.
I did.
I'm calling him Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's got to get called up. He does.
I'd love to see him and Lesnar go at it.
Yes, God, yes. Give me those two.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine?
God, be amazing. I really want to see that. I hope it happens. Holy shit, Denisha's coming in hot.
Denisha with a 20 spot. I'll round it up to the nearest penny there, the nearest dollar. Hey, Donna Bottles, how are my two favorite men doing today? AEW sucked ass yesterday, and TK's worst booker. Worst booker of the year. He should get that award. Worst booker of the year.
He should.
Raw was good. I see Moxley match was terrible to start the show. Love you all. Stop hating. We can't stop hating on AEW.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like the WWE show, the Raw show, it just felt like a placeholder. It wasn't god awful. It just didn't really grab my attention. I want Raw to grab my attention and keep me in suspense. They used to do it so well in the 90s. And it wasn't just Vince Russo. McMahon had some really sharp talent around him. And it was, we're going to give each of you a good storyline and keep it moving on to the next week. Sometimes you'll have a match. Sometimes you won't. It's just a lot of this now. It's like, okay, I've seen these guys wrestle 30 times in the past 3 months. I don't need to see it again. Give me something else. So while I enjoyed Raw, it didn't grab me like it had, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, Bottles. Raw was just killing it every night, it seemed. Like it was really on fire. Right now, it just sort of seems like they're placeholding until the week leading up to the PLE, and then you get everything thrown at you at once. That's just sort of how it feels right now to me.
What they're doing is a better version of what AEW does. They're booking in neutral until the pay-per-view. The week before the pay-per-view, all hell breaks loose. But they're just booking slow. They're like in neutral until the pay-per-view week. And then it goes crazy. You've got the pay-per-view, what do you call it? What's that pre-show they do like on a Friday? On the Fridays. It's like a press conference. And they bring, yeah,
well,
they do that on
Peacock.
They've
stopped the press conferences afterwards, so.
Yes, afterwards, yes. They got a big promotion thing they do with the press and all that beforehand, before the pay-per-views on that Friday. You'll notice they've been doing it ever since WrestleMania last year, I believe. But
I did see a highlight of Nia Jax on NXT this week. That shit was hilarious. Girl, get me up and I'll just drop me on my fat ass. We're going to crush this table.
Can you believe she picked her up?
Did you see her legs shaking? Did you see her legs shaking? My God,
Lash Legend is strong as a bull. I'll never forget that time when they came up in a mixed tag match and they faced Alpha Academy. And she picked up Otis. Otis ran towards her, did a crossbody, and she just caught his big ass and body slammed him. She's going to be call her up now. Bring her up now. That's what they should do. Oh, we've got too many people in the main roster right now.
No,
Demote
it's time to
people.
start getting rid of some people. Yeah, it's time to start
Or
moving some
demote them.
shit around.
Like, bring people from NXT up. Take people, they've been on the main roster forever. They're not progressing. No ideas for them. Put them in NXT. Let Shawn Michaels deal with them.
This is driving me nuts. It feels like there is a serious delay in getting some of the NXT talent called up, and I have no idea what the hell is going on. What's the other guy's name? The current TNA champion. What's his name?
Trick Williams.
Trick Williams. Why is that guy not here yet? Why is he not on SmackDown?
Because they're looking at NXT. They're looking at NXT as a third brand, not as developmental right now. They're looking at it as a third brand. It's doing bang-up ratings on the CW. If you took Trick Williams off the show, or Lash Legend, or whoever off the show, would viewership go down? They don't want that to happen. They've got a great broadcast partner with the CW.
Here's my question to you then. No, here's my question to you. Do you think they don't have good talent in the waiting wing to come up and take that spot? Is that the issue? Is that NXT simply doesn't have anything behind that to fill that spot right now, and none of those guys are ready?
I think you might be right.
Obafemi and Trick Williams is all I know that are ready.
The women are the aces in NXT, and the men are lackluster in NXT. I'm not talking about the men on TV right now. I'm talking about the guys who are waiting in the wings, because I think that Triple H said something on what's the name of that show? What's that? Unreal. What is it?
Unreal, yeah, WWE Unreal.
Unreal. He said something about that, about the NXT, that the talent, the men's talent down there wasn't as good as the women.
Okay, I'm watching the two guys, and they're ready. And they need some fresh blood.
They do. Rumor has it, because Joe Hendry was on a NXT house show tour last weekend. Joe Hendry had told the crowd he's going to be on NXT. Look for me on NXT in the future. So I think he's leaving TNA. I think the contract's almost up. He's going to switch over to NXT.
He's been on a lot lately. Like, he's been part of their storyline a lot lately. He had a match this past week, I believe. Luigi says he fell his thickest crowd on the main roster at NXT is on network TV. It's safer for the newer talent to stay there a bit longer. I get that. I'm not saying that it's not safer.
Right.
But eventually you got to stick your toe in that deep water. You eventually have got to make that ST plunge. You got to jump off the high dive, cannonball or belly flop. Either way, I want to see something happen.
Right. Absolutely.
So
someone said online that even Nikita Lyons, they put her at Evolve. She's on the Evolve show on Tubi. Nikita Lyons is actually, they say that she's actually wrestling well on Evolve. I have to check out Evolve. I haven't seen an episode of it. So
yeah, I haven't either. I don't think I'm going to start now. Thank you again, Luigi, for the 5 spot. We appreciate it, brother.
Not with the Nikita Lyons on there. No, she's
I'm going to watch SmackDown, I think. You saw that Superman, you can buy it now. You can buy the movie. So I did that. I'm going to watch that tomorrow, but I am going to watch SmackDown eventually. I'm curious where this is going to go, because is it next week? I think they go to Paris. I want to say it is next week. They start heading over to Europe and start having their big shows.
It is next week. Next weekend, I believe. Yeah.
Warrior JWR with $1.99 heard Scarlett wasn't part of the new Kross offer.
That's what he said in an Ariel Helwani interview. He was offered a contract, but his wife was not. He wanted to know what the metrics were for evaluation of what he's worth money-wise, and they wouldn't show him. They said, you got 24 hours to sign it. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit.
Can we just say it now? This is all a work. My God, this is a work. None of this feels real. Like, the reason that Rollins felt real to everybody was because they weren't bringing him out all the time. He wasn't involved in all these stories. The only thing he did was a Rich Eisen show. And that's when my ears went up like, wait a minute now. Why the hell is he getting on a plane if he supposedly just blew his knee out? That doesn't make any sense at all. So this feels like a work. I don't believe any of this. And we've talked about this past Sunday. I can take or leave Karrion Kross right now, quite frankly. He's good on the mic when he's not on TV, and I don't know how the hell that's possible. He's better when he's not on TV, and he's just doing a cut and dry back and forth conversation. Do you agree?
Absolutely. Even his promos backstage, I think, are okay. All of a sudden, the IWC has latched onto this guy for some reason.
Oh, I do, dude.
When he was with the Authors of Pain and Paul Ellering in that Final Testament group, they hated his guts. They hated everything about that.
Because it sucked.
It sucked, and they called Paul Ellering the Crypt Keeper. And he looked a little like the Crypt Keeper. But be that as it may, all of a sudden, because they think he's fallen out of favor with Triple H, the neckbeards are all rallying behind Karrion Kross. 1 or 2 signs on Raw. There was no Karrion Kross chance. None of that bullshit happened. People who were there reported they didn't take any signs away, but only 2 guys had signs. I saw them up on the monitors, on the cameras, and no one was chanting, "We want Kross, we want Kross."
Right. No, let's just stop with the nonsense.
This is something they constructed for the Unreal show. The Unreal show.
The people that are crying about it, when I've seen them online, they look like the kind of people that watch Xena Warrior Princess on purpose. That's what they look like to me. That's who they are. Oh, shit. Maddie had something. I didn't see this. I like the Xena show. Did you hear Moxley recently compare AEW to Hot Pockets? No, I did not. I missed this.
Hot
Did
Pockets.
I dropped my Hot Pocket.
There it is. I didn't see.
Hot Pocket.
I missed this.
My Hot Pocket.
Luigi's giving a couple bucks. No, stop, Luigi. You're not gonna be that guy. Stop it. I missed that though. I wish I had seen that. That's pretty good shit. He's talking about Hot Pockets after this show. God almighty. There is some news I want to get out of the way. There's a big news story about WWE and AAA.
Yes.
Have you heard about this? Have you seen it?
I have, yes.
Well, what did you see? Maybe it's the same thing I saw.
I saw that a returning WWE superstar will be making his AAA debut at Triple Mania.
I did not see that. Mine is different. So do you think it's going to be Rey Mysterio?
No.
Who do you think it is?
Someone you haven't seen in a long time. He's still signed to a contract. You haven't seen him in a long time. Who could that be?
Please. I don't know, dude. I haven't seen him in a long time, but he signed to a contract. It ain't R-Truth, I hope.
No, not R-Truth. He's the largest.
I sound like
man.
the dude over here. Who?
He's the largest man in the WWE.
Oh God, what's his name? Shit, man. Help me out here. I haven't seen him in 2 years. Yeah, almost. So you think he's gonna show up? What?
Omos will be there at Triple Mania.
I missed that one. Okay, apparently everybody else saw it too. What I saw though is that WWE is now going to seriously look at redesigning the AAA logo and put a more modern look on it.
Interesting.
I think that could go a long way. Freshen it up, make it look a little bit more pizzazz. Maybe get some jazz hands. Go, girl.
Jesus Christ.
San Francisco.
Hello.
There you go. So that's sort of what I'm looking forward to. I want to see where that goes. I want to see it get freshened up. There's also some news coming out of AEW. This is going to shock you, I know. I hope you're sitting down for this. There's a wrestler in AEW that is undefeated, has not lost a match of any kind, and he has never had a title shot.
Now I've got to wrap my head around who this could be. What douchebag this could be.
No.
I don't
Come
know. I have
on,
no
Bottles.
idea. There's only 300
Fucking
people on the
hologram.
roster.
It's
Hologram? Are you serious? What about tag matches? I know he's lost a tag match. He's had to.
Yes, Don, I believe.
Yes, Don, I believe you on
Kross.
carrying Triple H, not stupid on storyline, when told KO and Cody storyline was good and real after Kevin attacked Cody at Bad Blood. Yeah, it was pretty realistic.
Well, I mean, he did hurt himself. I really think he hurt himself against his buddy. That's what I think he really got hurt. And it just sort of carried over to this match, but it is here or there. So,
You mean when he wrestled Sami Zayn?
Yeah.
Right.
And the match that we said they were going to have that they couldn't stop. What you know what pisses me off, man? We missed something this week. And I don't know if everybody watched this or not. I didn't even know it was coming on, man. Like, that kind of pissed me off. I hope the viewers saw this, but TMZ had a Hulk Hogan special on this week that I never saw a single advertisement for.
Wasn't that on Fox?
I think it was on Fox. Yeah, that's what I read.
Yeah.
I didn't see look, I don't watch a lot of regular television anymore until football season rolls around. I don't care for any of the shows outside of wrestling and some of the shit that I like on Netflix. So this kind of caught me off guard. But do you want to know who really caught me off guard? Well, other than Vince McMahon wearing lipstick, that shit was off-putting. Good Lord, Lily. Don't do that again.
Well,
did you see the lipstick?
I saw the whole thing. I saw Vince McMahon. I posted it yesterday. Vince McMahon's faces over the last few years. He's gone from a dried out COO to Gomez Adams to now an elderly Yakuza boss in the Japanese mafia.
The interview was good, though. I thought it was pretty good. This is just what he said. Setting up, so to yeah. This is what he said. Setting up, so to speak, the larger-than-life superhero. You don't just let him walk out there. And I thought that was a pretty valid criticism for what he said. You don't just let him walk out to his music. You set it up. You make it a big deal. You know he can't get around like he used to. He just really, and he also, I don't think he was a fan of debuting him in L.A. where, politics aside, you knew it was going to be an inevitable issue because of what happened. So I thought that was really good that he stood up and said something like, hey, man, you don't treat a guy like that. He is the reason this company was built. Even Vince said it. Like, he's why this company exists today. There was also a portion of the show I didn't see him talk, and I'm thankful for it. But Dave Meltzer was apparently on this thing. Thank you, Maddie. We'll check it out. I can't begin to express. Dave's looking rough, buddy. That's rough.
He's always looked rough. He's always looked rough.
No, dude, this is like, someone get this man a bottle of lotion. Get him I can't even begin to describe. His face is flaking away off of his skin.
It's not gonna. It's pock marks. He needs spackle. Is what he needs. He needs spackle. He needs bathtub caulk. That's what he needs. Cover that face up. Maybe a small container of plastic would. That would help you out, Dave. Flesh tone. Just smear it right on.
I don't know what happened, or why didn't somebody stop it and go, hey, let's go ahead and introduce you to what I like to call my friend, Mr. Bottle of Jergens. It's not just for nighttime satisfaction anymore. You can put the shit on your face and actually put down all that dry, flaky shit you got hanging off, man. Because it looked... Stop. What do you...
No? That's not that kind of Jergens?
No. By the way, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're glad you all could join us tonight. This, again, Dave Meltzer, my man's falling apart. And it continues with Dave Meltzer because he has been on the war wagon for the past week, just screaming and bitching about anything related to WWE. Just losing his mind all week. He can't stop. He can't help himself.
He can't.
Well, now he said WWE is now trying to make TNA the number 2 promotion in the country. That's their mission now, is to get them to number 2. I got to ask you something here, Bottles. Because when AEW first came out, they were fighting for that number 1 spot, right? They were fighting for it. I mean, WWE was in a real struggle at the time. They had zombies, for God's sakes. I said zombies. They had zombies at a pay-per-view.
They had a red egg that he got out of a limo with. Vince did. It thought it was the greatest thing. He had everyone stand around him, all the talent, and they all oohed and ahed and applauded. A red egg, because it was a jewel from a Netflix movie that The Rock was in with Ryan Reynolds.
Right.
Horrible, horrible cross promotion. Now they're doing cross promoting the right way.
Well, here's my thing, Bottles. I'm just going to ask you.
Was
it an issue? Was it an issue when Kenny Omega was the TNA champion? Was that an issue then?
No.
Was it an issue when TNA wrestlers were showing up on AEW shows?
No, it wasn't an issue at all.
So it's only an issue if WWE tries to help somebody else out to get a working relationship. Then it's an issue. Am I to gather that?
When you're on the payroll of AEW, you'll think it's an issue that WWE is working with TNA. When you're a paid shill by Tony Khan, you'll think that, oh, okay, yeah, it's bad. they're trying to they're doing that thing where they're trying to with the TNA and they're doing that. As not Russo, as Meltzer would say.
So again,
I firmly believe that when TNA gets a new TV contract, they will the ratings. They will outrate. They'll outrank in viewership AEW.
Here's what he said, he being Dave Meltzer. WWE really wants TNA to become the other promotion because they can control TNA. This is a major full court press. They just want Tony Khan out of the box, and they know if the numbers stay good that he's going to get a renewal at a much bigger number. This man still thinks AEW is pulling in 500,000 people on Max. He still believes this firmly. He's out of his mind, man. He's out of his mind.
He doesn't believe that. He's just saying that to get people fired up, to get people to have some sort of false hope about the success of AEW. And they're ahead. This is the best year ever. Did you see that graphic?
Yeah,
he broke down all the years.
On that bullshit.
Said, this is the best year ever for AEW. They're ahead in all metrics. Ahead of what? What are they ahead of?
No, they're not ahead in all metrics.
They're not. They say they are. Tony Khan claims they are.
They're not. They're not.
Of course not.
So
of course they're not.
The word is the word is that last pay-per-view, the All In paper, we're all out, all in, right? All in. Only got 80 to 85,000 buys. 80 to 85,000 is all they're saying they got. Tony's trying to fly the flag that said, I got 120,000 buys. And nobody's believing it now.
Meltzer said it was between 175 to 180,000. That's what he said. Or the most successful of all time. That's what Meltzer said.
Yeah.
Now, you never know. Back in the day, it used to be a month. There used to be 30 days. It used to be 30 days after a pay-per-view before you would find out what the final numbers are.
Right. But whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not believing this shit.
It is what it is. It's all bullshit, dude. It's all bullshit. What else you got?
Because it doesn't stop
What
there.
other craziness is coming out of his mouth? What other nuttiness is coming out of his mouth?
He's also saying WWE is going to throw a PLE together with Brock Lesnar and John Cena to counter the All Out pay-per-view. That's what's next. They're doing that right now.
Was he not alive? Was he not a sentient human being during the Attitude Era, or the WWF versus the NWA, the Crockett NWA? Was he not around then? Of course he was. That they're doing business. This is called doing business. Do you think Burger King will shut down because McDonald's is open a certain amount of hours? We're not going to open the same time McDonald's is. What time does McDonald's close? Midnight? We're opening from midnight to 6, folks. Burger King. Come on. Come on in. Get this shitty burger in your mouth. Yeah. I hope you like heartburn. Our onion rings will kill you. Dude.
They are rough on you, pal.
I eat them on the toilet.
I officially hit the age where I can't slam a damn onion ring no more. Unless I'm within 5 minutes of fucking heartburn pills. That shit's ridiculous.
The onion rings at Burger King are all fried in the same vat of grease that everything else is
everything.
fried in. And that's why they're so lethal.
Have it your way as long as it's on the fucking toilet. So, anyway. Again, if they do, great. I don't think they are. I don't see them throwing a PLE together like that in the last minute. Because they've lined up so many at the end of the year. Wait a minute, because it gets even crazier. He's also saying that they're going to try to put John Cena's final match on Saturday night or whatever it is to go up against the End of the World pay-per-view that they have, whatever it's called.
World's End, it's called. That's the last pay-per-view of the year for them. World's End.
Here's where it gets better.
Here's where it gets better.
They're not going to put it there. Do you want to know why? Because NBC has an NFL game that night. This is Dave not knowing shit about shit when it comes to upcoming sports. He lives in a bubble of wrestling and has no idea life outside of it. Has no idea.
So you think WWE is worried about an NFL game?
They're not going to put on Saturday night's main event. That's not going to happen. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about a PLE. A PLE.
They're not going to have a PLE.
World's End. On Peacock,
they want it on Saturday night's. They want it on Saturday night's main event for his last show. That's what it's preemptively scheduled for now.
Got you. And there's an unannounced pay-per-view for the third week of September. The third weekend of September.
That's what he keeps screaming. That's what he keeps screaming.
Brock is announced for SmackDown September 12th and a week later, September 19th, which would be the Friday before the PLE weekend where he's going to face John Cena. It's good business. It's good
But the
business.
Saturday night's main event that Cena's rumored to be his last one, that's also in Boston. It's his hometown. He wants to close out the show at home. So it
Good.
makes the most sense for that. I'm
Good.
just saying, dude, like,
It's competition.
it's insane to me that this bothers him so
competition.
much. It's insane to
Because he's paid by the company. He's paid by Tony Khan. I would not be surprised if the Wrestling Observer crew and the Fightful crew also take care of the social media aspect of AEW. Have you noticed their social media posts have changed on Twitter? They're being a little whimsical,
Yes.
a little more humor.
Yes.
Yes.
So here is what it is, right? I've got the next few pay-per-views or PLEs, whatever you want to call them.
For what
NXT
company?
Heat Wave is for WWE.
Okay.
NXT Heat Wave is August 24th.
Sure.
Clash in Paris is August 31st. The
Okay.
Crown Jewel is October 11th. And then the Survivor Series is November 29th.
Okay.
Could they put one there? Sure. That seems
In
kind of
September?
last minute, though, to me. Yeah, it just seems kind of last minute.
I don't
That's
know.
all
They
I'm
could
saying.
announce it. They could announce it soon. They could announce at the end of this month. And then go ahead and fire it up, and they'll sell out. They will sell that show out. No
if
question about
it's Cena and it's the big bastard Brock Lesnar, yeah, I have no doubt. I'm just saying. It seems kind of, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notifications button. The super chat is open. Hit the like button. Be likey long time. This is getting good. Matt Riddle is back in the news. You're going to love this.
Oh, come on
Matt
now.
Riddle says
He's MLW champ, right? He's
I
the
don't know.
MLW champ. He is. Major League Wrestling champ.
he's the king of dating whores. I can tell you that.
Well, you got that right. Bring me a nice hooer. And a
Matt
big
Riddle
spliff.
said Bill Goldberg is dangerous and a liability in the ring. And I heard Bret Hart from Canada go, no shit.
Did you hear that Bret Hart was pissed off about
He's
SummerSlam?
still pissed. Yes,
He
you
was
want to
pissed
talk
off
about
because they didn't have a
this.
chair for him.
That's what he says.
That's what he
That's
claims.
what he said.
Yes.
Here's
That's
my
what he
issue
claims.
with Bret Hart. This has always been my issue with Bret Hart. No one else is ever wrong. I mean, everyone else is always wrong. Bret Hart is never wrong. He's never gotten
Always right.
confused. He's never been in the wrong. He's never done a dirty deed. Here's how I want to say this conversation went. Bret Hart calls him and says, hey, I'd like to come to SummerSlam. And they go, ooh, pal, I wish you'd have reached out to us sooner. We're kind of full with a bunch of ex-wrestlers and superstars already at ringside. I don't know if we can find a seat. If we can, we'll get back to you for sure. They said they couldn't find me a seat.
But they couldn't get a chair. They couldn't get a folding chair and stick it there at the end of the aisle for Bret Hart. Come on now. They couldn't have some schmuck and get him out of the way. Just say, hey, Lalani Kai, you're going to have to get up. Bret Hart's going to sit there just for a photo op. Then he can
Again,
go
but
ahead
do you-
and...
Right, but do you see my point? Like, this just doesn't feel real to me. That's all I'm saying. This doesn't feel real. And by the way, he's done himself no favors with constantly shitting on Triple H. Like, you can't come out and say, I totally wanted to go, and then shit on Triple H the week before. Like, what the fuck is this guy on?
I don't know, man. Somebody needs to go up to Bret Hart and say this to him.
Oh, boy, you. I would agree with that. Oh, where's the other story I'm on?
Did you hear about everybody banging? Everybody's banging. Everybody's banging. Everybody's ragging on the Undertaker's wife.
No, I
Michelle
haven't heard
McCool.
about this.
They're shitting all over Michelle McCool because she's ruined the Dead Man podcast. He was on there with one of his buddies, good friends. They got
now
rid of
she's
that
on it
guy
hosting.
who was the host. Now she's the one that's hosting, and it's like marriage counseling live on the air in a podcast.
Did you take the trash out this morning? What? Well, I just want to know, did you take the trash out this morning? I'll ask you to. No. See, this is sort of the problems that we have here, Mark. Jeez, man.
And I would say, do you know where the fucking trash can is?
Do you have feet? Do they walk?
Yes. There's a trash can right outside the door. You just throw that bag right in there. And they're saying that it's just matzo balls.
Yes.
Goddamn matzo balls started a war with Big Vito on Twitter. He was shitting all over Big Vito. Big Vito was a guy from the full-blooded Italians from ECW that when Vince bought ECW, brought some of those guys over to the ECW, the WWE version of ECW. Big Vito was there, and he had his head so far up Vince McMahon's ass that he knew exactly what Vince had for breakfast. It was a power bar. And Vince just needled the shit out of the guy and told Michael Hayes and all these guys, book stupid shit for Vito. They put him in a dress to try to get rid of him. He made the thing work somehow. And that's why they put him in a dress, because he was such a pain in the ass.
And Matzo Balls called him out on it. He said, bitch, you got to put you in a dress.
and right away, he's so soft, Big Vito is, he blocked the Matzo Balls right away. So kudos to you, Matzo Balls.
I was watching like, what is happening right now? What is happening?
What a crafty bastard.
By the way, did you see was it Hurricane Helms and Maven got into it this week?
Did it have anything to do with the Undertaker's podcast?
No, it did not. It had to do with the whole Bret Hart incident, and Maven called out Triple H and was like, what do you expect? The guy's an a-hole or something like that. And Maven was like, Triple H always treated me with the utmost respect, always was kind to me, unlike you, who was a complete prick. I was like, damn.
Yes.
Shots fired.
This all started because Maven interviewed the former host of the Dead Man podcast.
Yeah.
He's trying to get the scoop of what the hell's going on with Michelle McCool. Mickey James was on LFG. The new version of Tough Enough, LFG. And after the first season, The Undertaker gave Mickey James, he got them to give Mickey James the boot, and they brought in Hall of Famer.
I know, yeah.
Don, Hall of Famer, Michelle McCool, who's done nothing in professional wrestling outside of banging Chris Benoit. And then when she even, I'm just saying, she was his road girlfriend. And even she said, this guy's a little too crazy for me. And they broke up, and The Undertaker took her under his wing. And that's how that whole business started.
We're going to move on to what we've been. Fuck is happening here?
We're moving on.
We're not going to do that for AEW ever again. That's horrible. No, they get no praise here.
I didn't know where we're going. I don't know where we're going to AEW.
We're going there. This show got 690,000 people, and I have no idea how the hell they did this. I do not know how this happened. All I can say is when sports come back in a couple of months, because college football and the NFL kick off here in the next couple of weeks. Like, it's going to be sure as shit go time. Like, it's going to be, I'll be all up in that ass. And then you got basketball a month later. So it's about to get real serious for NXT and AEW and the WWE. I'm going to see where this goes, because last week, just before we get into this, I want to talk about this real quick. Brock Lesnar appeared on SummerSlam, right?
Right.
And all the soft punks, all the little bitches said, I'm never watching WWE again. I don't want to see this company. They did 3 million people last week with the hopes of seeing Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, not
Shut
this
up.
Monday.
You all watched.
A week ago. Yes, a week ago.
Yes.
They had 3 million views. Unbelievable.
Shut up. You all wanted to see him. 300,000, a tenth more people showed up to see this guy.
What about the guy? Remember the guy who canceled Netflix? He made a big thing saying he had the logo, the receipt. You've successfully canceled your Netflix subscription. And he said, I tried to watch it. I tried to watch it just to see what happens, but I couldn't. And people were saying, hey, man, I thought you canceled a subscription.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know why he had to bring it back, right? Because his mom whipped his ass when she found out he had her Netflix canceled. You didn't even pay the bill, Johnny.
That's right. That's right.
This AEW show was beyond bad. Like, we keep saying it can't get worse, and it keeps getting worse. It was so unwatchable last night. My notes jumped off the cliff. like a self-harm video on how to do it. I said, I'm not watching this shit anymore. I don't need this anymore in my life.
They jumped off the cliff. They ran into the kitchen. They got a candle lighter, and they set themselves on fire.
I'm telling you, dude, this sucked. There were 1,393 tickets distributed for this show that garnered 690,000 people, to which Dave Meltzer said it was sold out. The bitch holds 4,500 people indoors. They didn't even sell half. Yeah.
Whoa. He said it was sold out?
Yes, he did.
Is there lead in hair dye? Is that what his problem is? The lead in the hair dye is affecting his brain. Is that what it is?
I don't know, dude. I took a Phil Collins approach last night. That's all I can tell you.
Took a Phil Collins approach last night.
I don't care anymore.
There you go.
That's where I went. Out comes MJF first, and Tony Schiavone is talking his ass off to start this shit. Did you notice that? He was way more talkative last night than he has been in 6 months. What the hell was that about?
Someone bought him a box of throat lozenges from the 7-Eleven next door. That's what it was.
Dude, did you notice this, though?
He was a chatterbox last night. He must have felt sassy. Maybe he got a private message from Britt Baker.
Out comes Adam Page to confront him in the ring, because I guess we're having this whole will he or won't he cash in, which, by the way, when did MJF win that CMLL title? Did I miss something last week or last Saturday?
He was at a CMLL show and beat the guy and won that title, whatever the title is, the Gringo title.
So I said I missed that. Page interrupts MJF, and this is going to be a theme that I couldn't believe happened. Knocks the microphone out of his hand and begins screaming at him. Just absolutely screaming at the top of his lungs. This guy, look, people like Adam Page, I never have. He cannot come across as a normal, angry person unless he's at octave 38. I don't understand this guy, man.
He's got to crank it up to 11 instead of just coasting at 8. You know what I mean? Saving the cranking up to 11 at the very end of the promo. At the very end of the promo, if you notice, he was like, well, you understand where I'm coming from, basically. That's
yeah, dude.
Yes, it was. I'm going, what did I just see? What did I just watch? And then my wife's going, she says, what's that noise? I said, I beat my head against the kitchen wall.
This thing didn't end. MJF goes to get another microphone, kicks the one out of the ring that was knocked out of his hands.
Seabiscuit knocked out of his hands?
Yeah. Then he says, I'm not touching anything he touched. What are we doing, man? What are we doing here?
It's ridiculous, dude. It's like a bunch of first graders booked this show. It's horrible. Horrible.
MJF continues to cut a promo again. Page says he's not going to give him a match. He's going to have to cash in his contract. The crowd starts chanting, he's a pussy. Did he ask for it? Page is now screaming again during the promos. We get 2 shits out of both of them. We get a shit each. MJF is doing the Triple H promo where all of his words in like this. He was doing that for so much as promo. Did you catch that?
Yes. And I just tuned out mentally. I grabbed my phone like most people do. I'm Googling Tanahashi to see who the fuck he is. I'm Googling, Marco Mattacoli, 2105, $4.99. If you want me to care about this show or the champion, they should just have Hangman do his promo in Spanish every week. That's a hell of a point. He did do a good promo in Spanish.
Do you know why?
A great promo in Spanish. Why?
He has to slow down and think about what he's saying. Right now, he's just got diarrhea of the mouth flying out right now. This was terrible.
This is how they all wrestle. They do promos the way they wrestle. A mile a minute. They need to slow everything down. Less is more. But the veterans in the back who are agents would tell them this. But they don't give a shit. These guys don't give a shit. You could tell them, hey, you got 2 herniated discs in your neck. You shouldn't be wrestling. All right, bruv. Point taken. It's the shits, Don.
I can't wait to get into this. Adam Page confronts him and just staring him down, and he's trying to look like a tough guy, and it looked like he was about to shit himself. I couldn't tell if he was constipated or angry, but it was the same look. I've been there. I know that look. That guy got a hold of.
He might have got a hold of some of those Burger King onion rings.
Then MJF throws his own microphone down. Adam Page says he knows he's a man with faults. Page then screams at MJF again to cash it in. He agrees. Then he throws Page's mic down. We're just throwing microphones this whole fucking show right now. That's what we're doing.
I hated everything about this. They had a great character 2 years ago of Maxwell Jacob Freeman, and they completely ruined it. The death knell for this character was when he became best friends with Adam Cole, and they were like frat boys out on the town. It was the shits. And then he was like a tweener babyface, a tweener, right. And then he went full-fledged heel. Then he's beating up the guy that the crowd loves, Mark Briscoe. And now he's doing this bullshit. They say, oh, the thing with Briscoe is it's not going to go anywhere. There's no belt involved. Let's put it back in the main event mix. That's what everyone wants to see on Twitter this week. Thank
you, Marco. We appreciate it.
That could change. That could change anytime. Next week, people say, well, how come Bobby Lashley isn't wrestling for the title? And Tony will say, well, we'll make it a three-way with Bobby Lashley.
And then I was like, okay.
Speaking of Bobby Lashley.
Where is he? Not on the I was going to ask you at the end of this show, but we can get into it now. None of the Hurt people are here. Not one of them was seen this week. None of them are here. They're advertised for the next pay-per-view in a three-way. So they're not taking the pin now, and they're dropping the titles.
Right. And then you won't see them again.
Ever. Not on this show.
I'm telling you, you will not see them again at all. At all. They'll be over Camille's house playing cards with Camille, Deanna Purrazzo, and Hook and Jack Perry. Where's Jack Perry been, Don? He hasn't been on TV this year.
No one gives a shit. Dude, this keeps coming up.
I'm just saying.
Every time somebody says, yeah, Jack Perry's coming back. Really? Because I heard shit about the guy. And I don't care if he never comes back. Again, Tony Khan screwed the pooch. He made the wrong call. He backed the wrong horse. You backed an actor's son instead of the professional wrestler. You went completely against the grain, and you've lost because of it. You lost because of it.
You had an act that was a crowd-pleasing act. The kids who actually came to the show loved this act. They were called the Jurassic Express. It was Luchasaurus and Jungle Jack Perry. He was clean-shaven, dressed like a baby Tarzan. And I'm not talking about Marco Stunt, the little guy that was with him at the beginning. I'm talking about just those two guys.
Right.
Were a fan-favorite crew, baby faces, and Jack Perry was a white meat baby face, even though he was a little guy. They decided to make him a heel for whatever ungodly reason.
By the way, Tanisha agrees with you. Don, TK really messed up MJF's character. It's crazy that they're willing to make him look stupid. I agree. Makes no sense. I don't understand what they're doing. And it's so good that Moxley gets a speedball recap from last week. Thank God I missed this. I'm so happy I missed this. And then you get a current view right after. And Moxley standing outside the building and says, Darby, I don't know what you think you're getting, but you're not. And then I saw
the Moxley promos all start. The Moxley promos all start with him walking in a circle, spits, and then walks right up to the camera. Like clockwork, every single time, every promo.
And then they showed Wheeler Yuta in the background. I said, that bitch better not go to DC anytime soon. He's going to get rounded up.
Yes, and Marina Shafir was there.
She would be okay. Hooker. But they're getting Wheeler Yuta. His ass is going to the hobo camp, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Kevin Knight comes out with the Karate Kid. Can we? Give me a minute here, man.
You getting the vapors? Let's give Don some time to breathe.
Why is the Karate Kid on this show every week? But I don't get guys like Wardlow. I don't get the big name guys that actually can do some shit right. I don't get that. I don't understand what I'm getting now, man. I don't know what's going on with this. And here's what I wrote down. By the way, Kevin Knight has a good look. He can wrestle, and I think he can slow his ass down. I really do.
If you can slow him down, yes, if you can.
But this is your typical Moxley match, man. It really is. It's typical as shit. Moxley no sells outside the ring. Kevin reverses a move on Mox, and Moxley misses the damn outside turnbuckle post by a full foot. Did you see that shit? Did you happen to notice that?
Mm-hmm.
He just whipped
Oh, yeah.
the shit out of it. It's your typical Moxley match, man. Like, there's nothing about this. I've seen this all before, man.
All before. It's the same thing over and over again. It's just garbage. It's garbage. What's the gain? What's the gain to wrestle Kevin Knight? What's the object of this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Is it going to be Jet Speed versus Yuta and Moxley? Is that what it's going to be?
No,
because
they're setting up the Darby match.
Where's Cannoli? I understand they're setting up the Darby match, but why are they having exhibition matches for Moxley? Why are they doing this?
I've said it 100 times, man. If you put their big stars on TV to have a match every Wednesday, they stop being big stars.
Right. It's the same old bullshit over and over and over. Here's an example. The Seth Rollins effect. Monday Night Raw on Netflix, since Rollins has been back and he's with this new faction, it's the same bullshit over and over and over. Whichever one of those people in that faction called the Vision are in a match, it's going to be a beatdown at the end of the show with all those people involved. Somebody's getting their shoes stolen. Somebody's getting their shoes jacked.
I don't mind I don't mind the shoe stealing angle. That shit's making me laugh every time.
He's the tribal thief. That's his new nickname now. Did you hear that?
It's great. Yes, it's great.
It's fantastic. He's got the shoe-a-falla. Go ahead.
That's a good one. But you're right, though. It's the paint by numbers bullshit that they've got to get away from, and they're doing it badly right now.
Both companies are guilty of this shit. Both companies are guilty of this.
Yeah, but this is getting worse, though, man, with the
AEW
shit. Yeah, it's getting so much worse. Because Moxley, out comes Darby. He whacks Yuta with the skateboard. He goes for the coffin drop. Here comes your boy. He puts Darby in the damn body bag. Then Claudio gives him an airplane spin. And then Will Ospreay comes out and saves him. I don't know. Bruv!
Listen, get it. Part down, bruv.
I don't know what he just fucking said. I have no idea. They need subtitles on the screen when Ospreay's cutting a promo. They really do. Just like you do with the Japanese girls in WWE. Put subtitles up for Ospreay.
This thing doesn't, it fell apart. And by the way, they're beating the hell out of each other. No one's ringing the bell. There's no refs coming down to try to stop it. It's just chaos, and no one's trying to make it look like an out of control brawl. It just feels like a 7th grade play at that point in time with some really bad acting.
There's nothing good about any of this.
No,
nothing good about any of this at all. We've seen it all before.
Yeah,
we've seen all this shit before.
Wait, it gets better because Ospreay says, "Get your boys and I'll get mine. We're going to have a steel cage lights out match," because we haven't seen that enough already.
When are they having that? Forbidden Door?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it really a forbidden door when every swinging dick from Japan and Mexico crosses that threshold of the Forbidden Door every single week? Twice a week when these shows, Ishii and Tanahashi.
Wait, somebody just signed a long-term extension.
What's that?
Somebody just signed a long-term. Was it Ibushi? Who signed the long-term contract? Somebody got a 3-year extension.
I have no idea.
All right.
If they did, they're a damn fool. That's all I can tell you. Unless they're thinking to themselves, well, I'm getting paid more here than New Japan. Well, shit, I might as well just stay here.
Well, that's true, too. We get an Adam Copeland rematch, or Adam Copeland rewind, whatever. Mercedes Moné, Tickle, and Sky Blue versus Willow, Alex Windsor, fucking who? I don't know who this is, and Abdullah Oblongata. Tony Storm's in the crowd. Athena's on the other side.
Dude, slow down a minute. Alex Windsor is Will Ospreay's wife. That's his wife, legit.
Okay, hold on. If you can't hear me in the back, I'm going to make sure that you can hear. I don't give a shit. I don't know her. I don't care. I do not care.
I'm just letting you know. There's going to be a test later on after this show. I'm just letting you know.
I'll fail the
So,
shit out of it. Warrior
JWR
says,
with a 199. TK's biggest problem is no self-awareness. You got that right, because everybody tells him how great he is because he's paying them thousands, hundreds of $1,000s a year.
This crowd couldn't have given a shit less about this match, by the way. They did not care.
You're hateful.
You want to tell me where they cared? Because I didn't see it.
They didn't care about shit all night. You kidding me?
Tony Storm and Athena end up on the entrance ramp where they're fighting. Storm says a tag match is coming. I just do not care.
Why were they even there watching the matches?
Why
were they
idea.
watching that match separately? They were watching the match from ringside. Why? What's the point? Why don't you just have them at a brawl backstage and spare us that multiple woman tag match?
I don't know.
Where Queen Abdullah Oblongata is doing that bastardization of the Stephanie Vacker move.
Thank you, Warrior JWR. We appreciate the $1.99. Like and subscribe. Hit that notifications button. Hit that like button. It really helped us last week. We appreciate it. Renee Baguette is with Ospreay, who then says, "What's with your husband?" At least he got that right. You've been wanting this for months. It's finally here. It's finally being acknowledged. You're married to this lunatic. Why aren't you saying something about it?
I'd like to see one of the women come out with a guy. And when the guy says, "What's with your husband?" have the woman walk up to Renee Baguette and say, "Yeah, what's with your husband?" and slap her around a little bit. See if she takes a bump.
Yeah, you like that, see? You like that? You want to get slapped around there,
see?
see? Come on now, see?
Yeah, see?
What
do you think of that, see?
Yeah,
and
see?
Renee Paquette, you know what she'd say?
I don't like that kind of talk.
That's what she would say.
Marco, how come Meltzer and the rest of the
Marco Matacoli. $4.99. How come Meltzer and the rest of the neckbeards are not talking about putting Ospreay in a cage match with neck injuries? Do you think, Marco,
this was brought up.
This is my question to you and Don. Do you think that this is legit neck injury? Because
Yes,
no one in their
100%.
right mind would let a man with 2 herniated discs in his neck wrestle in a match this year. Or do you think it's going to be their version of the Seth Rollins work?
Nope.
That they're getting ready to start right now.
I think he's really hurt. I think they're really stupid to be doing this, period. I do think he's hurt. By the way, did you notice, and just hold on, let me ask you something. Did you notice he looked substantially smaller from what we saw him just a month ago? He looked smaller to me, Bottles. He looked way smaller.
He can't work out with the bad neck. Did you see 5 years ago? You probably don't remember. 5 years ago, Will Ospreay was on Twitter, and he cut a promo in his car. This is before he was signed to AEW.
No, I saw
when
that.
He was in New
I saw
Japan
that.
or wherever he was overseas.
I did see that.
Crying like a bitch because he thought he might have to retire because his neck was knackered, he said. Knackered. His neck was jacked up. And he thought that this is it.
Stop trying to do
If you
every
what?
move you can do in every match. Stop.
You're right.
That's the answer. Stop trying to do every damn move. But no, I think he's legit injured. I really do. I think
That's
that 100%.
right.
This is where I said there's no way it's going to get worse. Edge is coming out. And then I realized Edge is going to wrestle Stokely Hathaway. Stokely Hathaway gets carried to the ring by security. The crowd also sings Edge's song. Edge begins asking the questions to the crowd as he's beating up Stokely Hathaway in what has to be the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Has to be.
Who do you think came up with this? You think
This
Edge came
is
up
Adam
with this?
Copeland. This is Adam Copeland all the way.
Yeah.
Adam Copeland has the same issue that Chris Jericho has. He thinks every idea he has is brilliant, and he doesn't give a shit what anybody else says. I would have told him, don't start questioning the crowd. Go out there and kick the shit out of this guy, squash him, make him look like a feckless manager. Don't make it a joke moment. You're supposed to legitimately hate this guy. What the fuck are you doing?
This is something you do as a payoff at the end of a feud. You beat up the manager who's been running his mouth and bad-mouthing you the whole time. You don't do this to start a feud. So what happens then? What happened next?
When he starts, he asks the 2 questions. FTR comes out. Edge powders. They start kicking the shit out of him. And then out comes Christian. Christian's back. He cleans house, and Christian and Edge embrace and scene.
Have they ever been in the ring to talk to one another?
Is this Bridges of Madison County? What are we?
Hello, Frisco.
I mean, seriously.
Have they been in the ring to talk at all? A kind of extended promo about what's going on? Has Christian fought Nick Wayne? Is it another feud that Nick Wayne and his bleach blonde pal and Hooters McGee doesn't he have a feud with them right now?
Yes, but we're going to move on to this, which, by the way, it's insane to me how different the trajectories are with Christian and Edge, because Christian has done really well for himself. I've enjoyed most of his stuff for the most part. That promo a couple of weeks ago that ran on way too long was sort of the exception of the rule.
Right.
Edge is just, dude, I am not digging anything about what Edge is doing.
Whatever he's involved in, I don't want to see. I don't want to see it. It's terrible. He's going to wrestle a match, and then he's going to be hurt and take like 4 months off and then come back. Oh, here we go.
Oh, shit.
Mark 7731. Whatever. What do these numbers mean now? What is that, a code? 10 spot. Thank you, Mark, for the 10 spot. John Cena's retiring this year. The run has been 50-50 in front of thousands. Copeland's wrestling Stokely in front of 1,500 people. The math ain't math. And you're exactly right, Mark. If he was still in WWE with a Legends deal,
I think
he would be wrestling. He would be one of John Cena's final opponents.
He would, because they had such a great history. I think he would have absolutely been one of the guys, even if it was, I'm going to bring you back for one time moment. I'm just saying, this thing was just a waffle cone of shit. Everything about it. I don't ever want to see this again. Please get this off my TV.
Absolutely.
And then to add the cherry on top of this shit sandwich that we just watched, to get the absolute last piece of shit flavor out of this thing, we get an AEW. It is whatever you like, pal. Put it in a cone, put it in a bowl, put it on a pizza. It's all shit. We get an AEW Hook comeback moment.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we need. Hook will fix it all.
I don't understand any of this. They wanted to get to Edge and Christian having a reunion. They wanted to do that. Why would you do it on a show in front of 1,300 people on a Wednesday night?
Why would you not save this for when they're in Canada in a couple of weeks? That's what everybody's asking. Why do it here?
Why? He can't wait. He can't wait. Tony Khan can't wait. He's got to jump the gun on everything. He's got to jump the gun on everything. This is wrestling booking for the ADHD crowd by someone who's got ADHD. That's what it is.
They're going to be in Canada in a couple of weeks. The crowd would have gone insane if this had happened. It would have been a really nuts. And then out comes Jericho and goes, "Hi guys." No, just kidding. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Again,
they could have done it in front of 2,000 people in Canada.
It would have probably been bigger because they love those two guys. Those two guys are the new Bret Hart of their generation. They really are. They love those guys, and I get it.
Well, if you would have announced that, if you would have announced an AEW show with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage on it in Canada, would you really draw one big crowd? No.
I think they would have drawn more people. I really do. If you'd announced they will be on the show, I think you're going to get more people than you normally would. Oh, Canada. I think that's how it goes. Our home, it's in the attic. I think that's how it goes. The Bucks match is next. Bottles, you there?
I don't know.
You're freezing up on me, pal. Bucks match is next. They came out to no music, and they pretend to be mad. This Buck shit sucks. I wrote this down. the proto star, Josh Alexander, and then they scream,
Speaking of,
they got Tanahashi. No, I don't care. I'm telling you, I didn't watch this. I came back. I don't give a shit. Renee brings out Swerve. Swerve says he's not cleared with the doctors. Out comes Okada. He calls him a bitch, as typical. Moxley's backstage again. I'm done. I bailed. I bailed on this show. I don't give a shit how it ended. I don't care what happened after this. None of this is worth watching after a point. I got to an hour and a half and said, I can't mentally take any of this anymore.
all you missed was the Ops match, another 6-man tag match at the end.
Ruben has a Samoa Joe's.
You didn't miss anything. It was all garbage.
Imagine that.
Huh?
What?
What's that?
Did they lose?
What'd you say about Samoa Joe?
I heard he was hurt.
Didn't see the end.
I heard he was hurt. No, I heard he was hurt going into it. He's about to take
I
some
don't
time
know.
off. Thank you again, Mark. We appreciate you, brother.
He just came back. He just came back.
But
you know
this
when he was
the
filming
thing
that
with-
show, Twisted Metal?
It's out now. Yes, season 2.
He was
Check it
filming
out.
that show, Twisted Metal. He broke his ankle.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Filming the show. Yeah.
I can't.
Maybe he's got it all taped up. He's just doing matches, and it's horrible. This show doesn't do anything to move the company forward in any direction. It's in a holding pattern over a pile of shit
With a cherry.
with a cherry on top. A waffle cone full of shit covered with Cool Whip and a cherry on top. That's what it is. Garbage.
You want to take a bite of my waffle cone? I'm good, Tony Khan. I'm good. I think I'm going to pass on your shit spreader sandwich over there.
You could take a bite of my cone. You would have used my toothbrush. Oh my God. It's horrible. It's horrible. This show is just horrible. He thinks it's the greatest thing ever because he's booking for what he wants to see. He doesn't want to see stories. He doesn't want stories. He just wants random fucking matches is what he wants. With all his favorites involved. The stories is what people are saying. Well, you gotta go from point A to point B to point C. You gotta have a way there. You gotta, put these matches together. It can't be random. No, it can't be random, Tony.
God damn it.
Guy's got a bad case of Tanahashi once in Korea. Matzo ball. If you want to check out a good account on Twitter, folks, in wrestling Twitter, check out Matzo Balls. Matzo Balls. Matzo balls.
He's a little out there.
He's a little out there. He's way, way out there. He'll make you look at your phone and say, there's a man on the wing of this plane.
This is I don't know how I can keep doing this because the last 3 times we've covered this, I've bailed and I keep bailing earlier and earlier. And I can't mentally subject myself to the nonsense that they're putting on my TV every week much longer. I really can't, Bottles. It's just I keep hoping there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? The best thing they've done all year, and I don't think there's a debate about this, was the Hurt Syndicate, the Hurt people, whatever you want to call them, the Hurt business. They were the best thing they had going because they had believability, right? They look like guys that would kick the shit out of you because they are guys that will kick the shit out of you.
They came from a professional company that was professionally run, but they didn't like their pushes subsiding because they were aging out. They're getting close to 50. One guy's actually 50. I think Shelton's 50, isn't he? Or is it MVP who's 50?
I think no. Well, I know MVP's past 50 by now. He has to be.
Yeah. Those guys are aging out.
And you can't teach that. Wait, wrong guy.
Wrong guy. They're aging out, and they didn't like the fact that their pushes were subsided, so they figured, let's go and check out the grass on the other side of the street. It looks greener.
We'll get a last payday.
And now
we'll get our last payday.
Yes. And now they found out that it's not greener over on the other side of the street. It's a shit show. This guy's out there with a concession stand. This little Arab guy's at a little concession stand. He's selling waffle cones full of turds. What the hell's going on here, Bobby? I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy.
I can hear Bobby Lashley and MVP having this conversation backstage for real. why the fuck did you bring me here? I didn't know, Bob. I didn't know. He's crazy as shit. I didn't know.
The funny thing about AEW is they pay your airfare, they pay your rental car.
All Jake helping us out here. I'll give you a shout out. MVP is 51. Bobby just turned 49. Thank you all, Jake.
And he also says Shelton Benjamin is 50. Yes. The thing is,
it's cats eating shitty waffle cones. I didn't know. I didn't know. Does it have cherries? It's got a lot of cherries. It's still shit. Why Wheeler you to get arrested? He went to D.C. I told him.
Bobby, do you like corn? Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact. Well, you're going to love these waffle cones. Shelton, you like corn? I don't like it too much, no. Well, you're not going to love these waffle cones.
Oh,
good
God,
Lord.
Dude.
The whole thing is they came from a professional company. Now they're in this shit show. And it's I guarantee you these shows in Dynamite are booked. It's like he's driving to the town. He's flying to the town, Tony is. What are we going to do tomorrow night? What are we going to do? What are we going to do on Wednesday night? And he's texting everybody. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? The text chain must be about 50 numbers in the text chain.
Did you happen to see the video I sent you, that Awful Wrestling fan of the show, love you, Awful, put out there about the
Fight
CEO
Forever video
moment?
game? Awful. Check out Awful Wrestling's Twitter account. He went to the Wayback Machine and pulled out a promo video of Kenny Omega doing an impression of Steve Jobs talking about the Fight Forever video game, which was a notorious bomb. They lost $100 million on this video
supposedly.
game. Supposedly. I believe it.
But yes, I believe it too.
Pablo the Real One, 9834, whatever that means, 9834, I don't know. Alley Outs and free, $4.99. Thank you, Pablo. Salute, just found SMO's Joe's voice is not used in the Twisted Metal series. Will Arnett.
Yep.
Who was the voice of Batman in the Lego videos and video games. He's also the host of some Lego show on Fox. That's a shitty deal, especially for IP and future.
I agree.
What is IP and future?
Oh, shit.
Future money.
Payouts.
Future payouts, yes. Intellectual property and future
intellectual
payouts.
property, yes.
Yes.
It's a shit deal.
It's a shit deal. But I'm sure Samoa Joe's being paid handsomely. But he was also the voice of King Shark in the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video game. He was the voice of King Shark.
Was he really?
Yes, he was. I don't know if he did mocap for it, motion capture or not, but he was the voice of King Shark. And you know who the voice of Harley Quinn was in that game?
I do not.
Tony Khan.
IP freely.
IP freely. What would you do? You know what I would do? I would put the belt. I would have MJF after 2 months.
Oh boy.
I'd have MJF beat Hangman Page. And then I would have MJF.
But they're having this match now. They're rushing down the aisle with this thing.
This is how I course correct this whole thing. I would have MJF strut out every week for a month, taking open challenges for people who want to beat him for his belt. Have that on the main event every week. When he does an open challenge, the 5th week, Wardlow comes out. 4 or 5 power bombs, the match is over. Wardlow's the champ. Take it from there.
I wouldn't.
That's what I would do.
I wouldn't. I'd be pushing Bobby Lashley to the fucking moon right now.
But you got a guy.
I don't care. I would have Bobby Lashley as a dual title holder because he looks like the guy that if he wanted to could take every one of your titles, and the ones he doesn't watch, Shelton Benjamin looks like he could take the others and no one could stop him from doing it.
I understand that completely. You could have Wardlow face Bobby Lashley for the title. That could be a PLE. I mean, a PLE.
They could get Pablo.
A pay-per-view. You could whet the appetite for that by having Shelton Benjamin Russell Wardlow on a main event of Dynamite, and then beat him, and then Wardlow gets beaten down by the Herd people.
None of this matters because right now, I mean, we're fantasy booking for a show that right now they can't get their head out of their own asses. That we didn't even talk about. We didn't even talk about ocean spray backstage, screaming at Darby Allin for a full 2 minutes about joining his team at the pay-per-view, which, by the way, was the second cringiest thing on this show last night. It was total shit. It doesn't stop. Kenny versus Steve Omega. No yaps.
Steve Omega. Where was what the hell's her name? Megan Bain. She's fallen out of favor real quick.
Where the hell is she? Yes, good question. She was there every week for like 3 months, 4 months, and now she's just gone.
She's on Collision, multi-women matches. Where's the Tickler? Your favorite.
She was on last night.
Wrestler.
She was on last night.
The Tickler. She was on last night in a multi-woman match with Queen Abdullah Ambalgata.
Yeah.
And Mercedes Moné, by the way. Mercedes Moné was on last night. You didn't mention her.
Mercedes Moné. Yeah, I did. Mercedes Moné, the Tickler, Sky Blue and Willow versus and Alex Windsor. Remember I said that? You were like, that's such and such's wife. And I was like, I don't give a shit. Yes.
Mercedes Moné came out to this. No pop whatsoever. Nothing.
Where the fuck is Bill Moskris when I need him?
Where's the goat boy?
I don't understand what's happening right now. I really don't.
What,
the show's gotten to the
or all the way around.
Yeah, dude, it's
professional wrestling in general, or all the way around.
7 years ago, WWE was at such a low point I couldn't even watch anymore. I just couldn't. It was so bad. Vince McMahon had gone crazy, and it was very obvious that he didn't know what the hell he was doing anymore. When he's holding eggs and he's got zombies in the ring, I'm out. By the way, that show, and this, I'm going to go ahead and say this now. Do you want to know why Hulk Hogan? Do you want to know why Hulk Hogan is the GOAT of wrestling?
Oh, here we go. Go ahead.
It's a question. Because a show that wasn't really published, that nobody really knew about on Fox, did 1 million viewers. No one knew it was on, and it got 1 million viewers. That's crazy work.
More than what this show last night got.
Shit.
And this show last night was billboarded all over social media.
Yeah. They can't stop. I want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate all your support. We'll be back next week. Bottles?
I'll tell you what. There was one guy who said, F your social media. You know who that was?
I do.
Until next week, Gordon Soley saying so long from the Sunshine State.